Hi everyone, and welcome back to my stamp room. In this video I'm going to be sharing a clean and simple quick and easy card. By special request, I had a friend that asked me if I could create some cards that were easy to put together with minimal supplies, and I was happy to oblige and do that for her. So this was per Colleen's request. Thank you, Colleen. I think this is something that hopefully everyone will be able to use. So I'm going to start this card, and it's going to be a Christmas card. And I took some very vanilla cardstock and I cut it at 4 1/4 by 11. Scored it at 5 1/2 and then just folded it in half. And we're going to make this a portrait card, this up and down with this opening at the bottom here. What I did is I took a sheet of designer paper, printed paper, and this is cut at 1 3/4 by 4 1/4, which is the exact width of the card. Okay. I also took a piece of solid cardstock that coordinated with the designer paper. Here it's chocolate chip, and I cut it at 4 1/4 as well, but I cut it at 2 inches instead of 1 3/4, so that it would border this designer paper and look really neat on the card. Now, I'm going to adhere this right here, okay? And then we're going to do a little bit of stamp and then some ribbon. But before I adhere that, I want to show you that if you're making this for Christmas, you could make this a gift card holder by cutting another 2 pieces, the designer paper and the cardstock, and putting it on the inside of the card down here at the bottom. You know, you would adhere this to the chocolate chip, and then on the edge here I would put a piece of sticky strip, double-sided tape, right there on the edge, and then line it up with the bottom of the card, just like this, okay? And then a gift card would slide right in there and fit, since you would have the sticky strip just right there on the edge. So that's just another option if you needed a gift card holder. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this together. I'm going to use snail first on the back of my designer paper. And adhere that to the chocolate chip cardstock, leaving that little 1/4 inch border on the top and the bottom. Okay. Now I'm going to use my grid sheet here and line the card up, and then place my accent piece here where I want it. I want to be sure I leave myself enough room to stamp my sentiment, which is going to be this Merry Christmas from Many Merry Messages. And I'm going to adhere that to the bottom section of this card. And then I'm going to come up about right here about 1 inch from the bottom and go across and adhere. Okay, so there you see we have a real pretty accent there, and then I'm going to take this, ink it up in Cherry Cobbler, which is another coordinating color with the designer paper, and then I'm going to line my block up with the bottom of the stamp. And there you have it. Okay, and then I have about 14 or 16 inches of this quilted Cherry Cobbler ribbon, and I'm just going to tie it around, and you can either do a knot or a bow, whichever you prefer. I think I'm just going to knot it. Usually if you're going to tie a bow, you want to give yourself plenty of ribbon, so I would go at least 20 inches. But this way with a knot is going to be pretty too. Okay. Then I'm going to take my ribbon scissors, which these are great. Everyone should have some, to devote strictly for ribbon and fabric. And there you have a clean and simple, whoops, get that off of there, Christmas card that you could use for even other occasions by just changing your sentiment and your paper. And if you have any questions, email me at lisa@inkandinspirations.com. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.